Yeah, so Charlie, he moved up to New York City a couple years ago. We're really proud of him. He's an accountant up there. He works at Ernst & Young, so
Fantastic.
he's doing big things up there.
And what about your husband? What's his name?
His name is Bill. He works at the Mayo Clinic. He's a surgeon there, so general surgery, sometimes in the ER. He's kind of all over the place. Don't really know when he'll be on call, but
Right. Do you know how much he's making roundabout per year? Usually what we like to do is, I mean, we like to do this as a, we'd get him
Household,
involved.
yeah.
But unpredictable hours.
exactly, yeah, he's actually there right now. Let's see, I think he makes about, I want to say 450,000. I don't know
Okay.
if that sounds accurate, but I think that's about there.
Do you know if he has a 403B set up through the mail?
He has tons of benefits. I don't really know exactly what they are. Like you said, I feel like it'd be better to bring him
Right.
in. Yeah. He's got it all figured out.
Okay. So we'll circle back on
Okay.
that one.
Yeah.
So, on a monthly basis, checkings and savings. So we're going to bring it back into the household
Yep.
debts and kind of
All
what
of
we're
us
seeing on a
together.
monthly
Okay.
basis. Yeah. What are we looking at in terms of monthly debt, bills that need to be paid,
Bills.
fixed,
Okay. Oh, jeez.
like mortgage,
Yeah,
car
yeah, yeah.
payments?
Our house is paid off, which is good.
Fantastic.
So we're no longer making payments on that. We got a nice little house
How much do you
near
think it's
Jack's
worth
Beach.
if you were
Oh,
to?
I go on Zillow all the time. I think it's probably 500,000 if we sold it. It's about the market price. But yeah, we got lucky. We didn't have much of a mortgage to pay on that.
Great. Any
Let's
student
see.
loans?
No student loans. No,
No student loans.
thankfully.
Congratulations.
I know that's a good one. Especially, I know so many teachers here just have tens of thousands, sometimes 100,000 student
Yeah,
loans.
I've seen some pretty high digits.
Yeah, so we are blessed.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, monthly expenses probably about 2,500 to 3,000 a month. We're
Okay.
kind of shipping out. Rachel really, med school is.
Yeah. That's a hefty one. So at the end of all those bills, what are we seeing checking savings?
We use Bank of America usually about, let's say, 15,000 is what we typically keep in the checking account. And we don't really have a savings set up with the both of us.
So 15,000. What's why'd you pick that number? Thought
It's just
process.
kind of just what ends up being there after all of our checks go in and we pay the bills. It just kind of sits there, and that's what we have. Yeah, there wasn't really any thought to it.
Okay. So we can kind of circle back to that. Generally, what we like to see is some sort of a savings account.
Okay.
I know it's almost kind of acting as one or the other.
Yeah.
But what the College of Financial Planning recommends is 6 to 8 times your monthly expenses
Okay.
in savings. So we're kind of we might be in the high range there.
Okay.
So we'll reassess that.
Sounds good, yeah.
A little later. So in terms of life insurance, how are we
Ooh.
covered?
Both my husband and I have coverage. We actually use Northwestern Mutual. I have $1 million policy on myself, and my husband has a $2 million policy. And oh gosh, I wouldn't even know what we're paying per month on those.
So that's something. I'll also put on the homework email.
Okay.
Getting statements for these
Yeah.
and really seeing what we're paying
Okay.
could be
Yeah, I know
something
it's-
that we
it's a lot,
dig
so-
into.
Okay.
Yeah. And it could be, I mean, we don't undo any good work that has been done. But it's really just taking an objective approach to it.
Okay,
Really
just
trying
looking
to
at
see, what's going on.
Okay.
So I think that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Again, we want to circle back.
Yeah, we'll have to bring Bill in because he knows all his
Right.
side of the equation.
So next Friday,
Yep.
Does that sound this time?
Yeah,
Or do
we'll
you
do
wanna
this time.
This time?
Uh-huh.
And we'll bring him in for that?
Yep, maybe we can all go to happy hour after.
Fantastic.
Celebrate.
I love that. I'm gonna send you a homework email.
Okay,
I'll just ask you to try and find some account statements for this 401k, and your 403b.
yeah, I'll dig
Um,
around.
yeah, and if we could do some homework on
his side?
Bill's benefits,
Okay.
yeah, bring some information there. And then something on the Northwestern Mutual
Yes,
front.
yeah, we'll
And that
definitely
way
get.
we'll be able to kind
I
of,
think I just got a statement from them, so I'll
okay,
be able to
good.
bring that.
Yeah, you won't have to dig too far. Does that sound good?
Yeah, that all sounds great.
Looking forward
Appreciate
to
it.
it.
Yeah, thank you.
Fantastic.
Yes.